In this demonstration, we will be looking at generating random numbers. In Excel, you can use the function rand to generate random numbers uniformly distributed between 0 and 1. And as you create one of them, you can drag them down or to the right and create a bunch of them in your worksheet. Notice that as you go through all of them show the function rand for the cells that are generated. If you drag them to the right, for example, you can create more random numbers. But as you look at all the numbers, you recognize that they are all in the form of a function generated by a function. And if you want them fixed, because they keep changing, you have to fix them by copying and pasting them special values. In this case, numbers in column B have been converted into fixed numbers. However, you can see that they are a bunch of decimals, and if we want to change them into a smaller decimal format, you can actually see them, but the actual numbers are there. However, we can just copy them and put them into like a notepad or something. In this case, I just copied them into the notepad, the same numbers that I was seeing, not the true numbers, and then copy them back into my Excel sheet. In this case, I'm going to copy it right on the same column that I had the other ones, same cells, and as you now notice, you can see them to be just 3-digit decimals that I wanted them to be. Let's clear the worksheet and take a look at what we want to do now. I'm going to create now random numbers which are between 0 and 10, uniformly distributed. The only thing that I have to do is just multiply the set of numbers that I had created for 0, 1 by just 10. That would change them into 0 to 10 numbers. Now, let's do something else and create numbers which are between 6 and 16. In that case, I started from the 6 and added the 10 times numbers that I had. We want to show another capability that Excel has for generating random numbers, and that is to use one of the add-ins that Excel has. In this case, I would go to the file and I will select the options, and on the options I would go over add-ins, and as I go over add-ins I can select the analysis toolkit. I put the check mark next to it. I'm putting check marks into 2 things in here, and then I would say OK. And then if you look at the data tab, you will see that those add-ins are now showing up. The data analysis part of it is what I'm interested in. One of the options under the data analysis is random number generation, but you can see that there are large number of statistical capabilities that you can use for other purposes as well. Let's just go back to the random number generators, and in this case you would see that there are several options. Number of variables means how many columns of the variables you want to create. A number of random numbers, how many of them, how many rows you want to create. Identify the distribution type. In this case I have selected normal, and normal has two parameters, mean and standard deviation. I will add those information, and then my output will be in a new worksheet. When I click on OK, in the set of numbers that I wanted to create have been created, but they have been created on a new sheet, sheet number 4 in this case. We can repeat the same process and see the other options also as well. In this case, I'm going to create a number from Poisson distribution, and in this case only one parameter lambda is needed, and that parameter, when I place that parameter in there, and the number of, like for example this time I'm putting them into 2 columns. When I say OK, a new sheet 5 is created, which has 2 sets of numbers for me from Poisson. The process is rather simple and easy, and this capability is available in the Excel. Here's another one. I'm going to create again a set of random numbers, and in this time I will be selecting just one set of numbers, and we are going to do binomial this time. Binomial requires 2 parameters, p, the probability of success, and the number of trials, Bernoulli trials that you will be performing. In this case I put 100 of them, and the numbers show up on sheet 6, which has the 10 numbers that I wanted to generate. Now let's generate more numbers. This time I'm going to create 10 columns and 20 rows of a normal distribution. Same mean and standard deviation I'm using. And here's the numbers. It is very simple and very easy.